What's going on, good people? Let me go ahead and get this fixed real quick. My son was asking for his phone back. Had to take his phone because that joker didn't do what he's supposed to do. Every time my kids don't do what they're supposed to do, you know, I just say, listen, just give me your electronic device. I be trying to tell them, man. I mean, y'all guys are lucky, man, because you know what? If if Brenda Lane, that's my mama's maiden name, if Brenda would have said, "Hey, I need the whole house cleaned with a toothbrush," before I got home from work, it was done because everybody was afraid of what she would have done if those things would not. These kids, man, they don't get that. I can't Kuta Kente whoop them no more. Sometimes they be needing that Kuta Kente. Good people, what's going on, man? Welcome back, man. Man, I had a busy day today. Got a busy week this week. Oh man, my son Tyler flew in this morning. Well, this afternoon, really. He got on a plane this morning, but he got here this afternoon, and I picked him up. I had to take my car to the shop today, so I had to take a day off work to go take my car to the shop for them to tell me that it got an oil leak when I brought it in for an oil leak. But this time they was able to pin it down. So I'll get that taken care of. You know, whenever the part come in, I guess I'll be driving back out there. But my son flew here, got here safely, and picked him up from the airport. We got something to eat. Came back, and you know what? I was supposed to just take a half an hour nap. It turned into 40 minutes. That's why I'm a little late. Sorry. I woke up like, up, late. I gotta get down here for the show. Come on, I gotta get down here for my people. What's going on, good people? Hold on, I think what's going on. Hold on, me. I gotta work and simultaneously. You know, my internet was going real good, and all of a sudden, man, it was like things started tripping. All right, so bear with me, good people. I'm gonna be typing, and I gotta, get my. The poll is live. It should be live, hopefully. Candy P, Geeky in the building. All my good people is here tonight. What's going on with them Browns, Candy? People, listen. They better start sleeping on them Browns. My brother's like, oh man, San Francisco about to get. They need another easy dub. I was like, man, I don't know, man. Listen, they defense is tough, and they showed up and showed out. Yeah, see, hold on. I'm trying to. I don't know what man things. I don't know what's going on with my keyboard and everything tripping. Hey man, listen, it always happens like right before I stream. It'll work perfectly. Everything be straight, good going. Then they know I'm on the stream. They're like, dog, let me go ahead and act the fool. All right, so right now, listen, I just hit the button. It's supposed to be keyboard. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I hear that's not a repeat. That's your boy clicking on his. I'm trying to get my little poll to go. All right, here we go. We're good. All right, so just the poll question of the night. If you only can pick one, if your money, like this is all the money you got, your money say, it don't even say like Benjamin Franklin or it say Spiderman, Sonic, Mario. Which one you going with this week? Currently, right now, is 60% Mario. Woo! 40% Spider-Man. Yeah, I ain't even lie, man. Listen, Spider-Man looks so good, man, but no sirree. I'm definitely Mario. Listen. The reason why I do what I do and who I do it for is because that little Italian. You know it's gonna be Mario. Gots to be Mario. Let me get. Oh, we got Candy P on the board. Let me get Geeky on the board. Holly Pinky was in the chat for a hot second. I hope she's still here. I love a Holly Pinky. She just dips in. Hey, what's up? Dips out. I ain't mad at her. I wish she could stay around a little bit longer because I like her conversation. But let me get let me go ahead and get started. All right, Holly Pinky, she was first in the chat. She said, "What up, though, to everybody?" Steven says, "Spiderman, Sonic, Mario, all in 1 week. Crazy indeed." That's like, what? They might well go ahead and throw Halo on that bad boy. just to add more fuel to the fire, man. Just the amount of craziness is going to be dropping this money. I mean, that's a lot of money right there. Those 3 games at full price, man. That's $20. The gaming industry gonna get $200 from a lot of people this week. A lot of people. And just imagine if you say, you know what, I like me, I waited because I wanted the physical copy of Red Dead. That dropped on Friday, this past Friday. So just imagine if you picked up Red Dead, Sonic. You see what I mean? How this inspire our control. A lot of money, probably the most money in gaming this week for sure, from a video game standpoint. Of course, at the next month, probably on the 15th, you can get that new PlayStation, that PlayStation Portal. And then, sure, I think you got Super Mario RPG. But still, that Super Mario Wonder, buddy, I have purposefully stayed away from all the little leaks. Everybody leaking these levels here. Nope. Delete. Close my eyes, Twitter. I closed my eyes. Couldn't do it. D1 in the building. What's going on, D1? Said just landed in Mississippi from Cali. Saying, what's up? Baggage claim, probably listening on the drive home. Oh, man. Mississippi. Oh, man, I'm glad your flight landed safely. CMG in the building. New York. Big city of dreams. Everything from New York ain't always what they seem. But I'm from out of town, down by law, from the dog pound, too much. Boy, that was a cut, buddy. You could listen, even if you're from there, you couldn't hit on that one. CMG says too much talking about Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard. I'm just glad that deal is done. I think that's, to me, that's going to bode very, very well for Nintendo. So, I mean, I was excited. But I'm telling you, I think, people, we got to start paying attention to Microsoft, man. You got to start, man. Listen, when they start, saying monopolize, they get on there when they move. If, and the rumor has it, they might go out to Valve. And I don't think that deal goes through. Let me tell you why that deal doesn't go through, because of the fact that it's just a closer monopoly to monopolizing all of the PC game. Come on now. That's too much power. I would be against that if Microsoft was to buy Valve. I would be against that. Even though it would be like, if that deal went through, it would be like, man, no need for a Xbox handheld because Game Pass is going on the Steam Deck tomorrow. Tomorrow. D1 said PS on the lookout for Mario RPG, Hellboy, Batman, Borderlands for the Switch. Listen, Batman is already purchased. I ain't even friend. Listen, I think WB was very, very smart to get up out of this typhoon of games that's getting ready to come out. So listen, I'm definitely looking forward to Batman. Hellboy looked okay. I could wait. Mario RPG, it's already pre-ordered, so definitely. Oh my good D1, listen. D1 and said it for us real quick. He said, Microsoft better put Master Chief in Call of Duty. God almighty. You imagine that DLC crossover? Could you listen. Oh man, that's crazy. That's a crazy crossover right there, buddy. Listen, I still say they need to put Master Chief into Smash Brothers, but that's another whole other story. Geeky said pre-ordered Mario Wonder. Yeah, listen, that's to me. Listen, you can't call yourself a gamer, man, and look how good Mario looked and say, you know what, man, I'll wait. Nope, 2D Mario. That's where. I'm sorry, I keep yarning, man, but you know what? That's how it be. You get up out. I mean, I got up super early, man. Super early. I've been driving and moving ever since, man. And I shouldn't have laid down. I should have just kept busy moving around. And the minute I closed my eyes for a hot second, boy, I was like, I woke up. My wife was like, you streaming tonight? I was like, oh, I am late. So Kenny says, hope everyone's all well. Yes, right. We are all well. She said, yeah, our defense is unmatched. Yeah, you know the Browns will be scary, especially if Nick Chubb was healthy. Oh man, Yeah, listen, the Browns they built real scary this year. So I keep yarning. Sorry, people. Please forgive me. CMG is saying what's up to the ladies. GT says it says we are Venom. GT in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We get you on the board. Don't forget, we are broadcasting at 4 different spots. We're live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. Take advantage, man. Get on here twice as nice, man. Your boy is on Twitch at GamingDad1906. Also on Twitter at Gaming_Dad3. I'm also on a couple of sites, like TikTok, GamingDad0. Instagram is GamingDad3. YouTube is, I think I don't even know the whole YouTube. I know it's just game. You look up Gaming Dad, you're bound to find me. Hope you're watching from YouTube. They're on one of those services are paying me some kind of money. Supersonic Mockingjay says hello to all. Let me get you on the board, my brother. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you had a great week. Hope everything was blessed. Got you on the board. D1 says, not interested in any of the poll answers. God almighty. D1. Not one? Come on, man. You had to look at Spider-Man with like, oh, that look good. D1, matter of fact, this is a great question for you, man. If there was another entry, which one would you add? What would you add that will make the difference? D1. You look at the selections, Supersonic Mockingjay. If you only can pick one, big time week this week. Spider-Man got a good score of a 9. Yeah, that's Spider-Man's going to review well. The only thing that would shock me if Super Mario Wonder scored under a 9. That would shock me. If it was like, oh, it's an 8, it's very good. It's like, what? I would be shocked. So I think Sonic scored, but it was also off the PlayStation model. I think it's currently it was like at a 7 something, 7.5, something like that. I mean, that's what I expected Sonic to be. 7.5, 8. Super Mario Wonder should be 9 or above. Spider-Man, you're looking at 9 or above. Steven says, Gaming Dad, I heard someone in Georgia got that 1.4 billion spending ticket. Listen, somebody did, man. It just wasn't your boy. Because if it was your boy, the studio would be different. If it was your boy, we all listen. If it was your boy, man, I would bless everybody on the stream. I would bless everybody on the stream, buddy. My stream, my streams will go dumb every Monday for the next year. If I won that kind of money, my streams would go dumb. It would be like, listen, we giving out a whole system, the TV, we giving out everything. Get you a PS5. You get a PS5. You get a Switch. You get a new analog pocket. Oh, listen, we gotta talk about that new analog system that this I got announced today too. If y'all have not heard the word, we're gonna talk about that in a minute too. Let's see, man, my I don't know what's going on, but I know one thing is it's starting to make me mad. I can't. My stuff is not moving properly. It's like I'm telling you, listen. Well, I'm telling you, that's what happened. I updated. That's you know what I'm thinking about it right now. I updated my operating system, and ever since I updated, it's been tripping. All right, hold on. Let's take it. It's gonna take me a little long tonight, people. I don't know what's going on. It says, COG says, did anyone try out the Modern Warfare 3 beta? That's what YT did. I watched him play it live. I mean, look, I've watched. They had like a live stream of it, and I watched it, and it looked good. I mean, it looked. I mean, real good. Like, oh man, I need to get that. Steve Vim says, I hope it wasn't gaming dad speeding. Oh, you know what? Okay? See, okay, this is another story. I thought you were talking about that jackpot, a $1.4 million speeding ticket. Oh, speeding, like driving a car. I thought you were talking about that lottery that somebody done got. Let's see. Candy says my son and I got to play the demo of Super Mario Wonder at GameStop over the weekend. Man, the GameStop I used to work at I think they lied to me. I went in to try to play it. Like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's just, something wrong with our system. Watch, I'm gonna go in and tomorrow it's gonna be on. However, so no, I didn't get out to play it. I was so mad. I was like, you know what, you busters. And then with the Target didn't have it. With the Best Buy didn't have it ready. I said, man, listen, y'all some busters. I'm living in the wrong neighborhood. So Candy, how give me your verdict on what you played. He said, I saw someone live streaming Super Mario Wonder on TikTok the other night. Yeah, listen, the game is leaked, so somebody out there, Captain C in the building. He says, "Man, sorry I'm late. I was in the wrong building. Don't worry, listen, my brother, I was late too. So we both was on time together. Get Captain C on the board. Let's see. All right. This is gonna be irritating me, man. I wonder why my mouse is not acting right. The Sonic Frontier DLC story was really cool, but the game was far too difficult to play. 4 seconds to spare on a 400-second boss rush of 3 Titans. Can't get rings back. No thanks. Played a bit, then I had to give it up and watch online. Yeah, my son, it took him. Listen, I ain't gonna it took him a pretty long while, but he finally beat it though. But it took him a minute. He was, you swear he won all the championships when he beat that DLC. But yeah, I heard it was pretty difficult. All right, CMG saying something. Hold on, I gotta. CMG says so many hates, so much, or maybe so much hate with the Xbox fanboy and Sony fanboys and other YouTubers. YouTubers over them being Sony fans. Okay. Um, I don't know why people put that much interest in, at proving their point and making somebody like them or don't like what they like, man. I don't care, man. Like what you like. Buy what you go buy. Listen, if I had to pick one, it's gonna be Nintendo. However, don't mean I don't own all three. That I'm a gamer. I'm gonna play them all. But I don't listen. I don't pledge my allegiance to one system at all. I can tell you why the PlayStation 5 is good. I can tell you why it's sorry. I can tell you why the Switch is good. I can tell you why it's sorry. I can tell you why the Xbox Series X is good. I can tell you why it's sorry. So they all the systems got their flaws, but you know sometimes, man, people gotta stand for something. I guess they don't understand. They falling for everything. Man, listen, boy, this is bothering me. Like I almost want. I wish I could have reset my computer if I know I was gonna be doing all this. Hold on, me. Great Detective trying to say something, but I can't get to his face. All right, it says Xbox fans have been spreading rumors about Microsoft buying Valve for over a decade. It's not happening. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. I don't think that's even a good move. I don't think. What would you? How would you price Valve, man? Because it's a hardware manufacturer now on top of everything else. And that ecosystem, man, is just too ingrained, man, um to give it over to Microsoft. Like I don't know what would you gain from that, except for a lot of money. The question would be though, if they were to buy Valve, what is Valve's value? Like how much is Valve worth? Is a question. What do y'all think? How much is Valve worth? I mean, much more than I I, I think it's. I think Valve is probably just for the amount. Think about the amount of revenue. I wonder how much revenue they're getting off every game. I mean, that ecosystem alone, man, has to be worth over 50 billion. If Activision was worth 70 billion, Valve and everything that it does has to be worth more than that. I think. He said Microsoft D1 says Microsoft needs to buy one of these handheld companies. Agreed. Agreed. They need to listen. At least say, hey, let's partner up and let's do this OS the right way and present a profit. I mean, let's present a product that's out there that's worthy enough to be called a handheld. Steve Mill says, Gaming Dad, what is your thoughts about Best Buy not selling DVDs anymore? Starting next year, I am already mad they got rid of the video game discount for being a member. Yeah, because they was losing tons of money. People was coming in. They probably was making money as well, but I mean, they was losing a lot of, because I was going in there and buying 3 at a pop. Like every time I went in there, it was like, okay, if I'm gonna buy a game, I'm buying 3. I'm about to get one of these bad boys for free if it's just on Switch. So but what scares me is that we are probably heading towards that digital future faster than we thought. And so what's going to really be the tell of the tape is whenever Nintendo announces this next Switch. And if they make a Switch that's strictly digital, the end is coming fast. The end will be within this next generation. I can think about it. Listen, if Nintendo give more people an option to force them into a digital ecosystem, I think that's the tell of the tape, because Microsoft has done it, PlayStation has done it. Valve is never. The only thing that's on store shelves with Valve is Steam cards. So we'll have a Nintendo and Xbox card. It'd be card section. I just go pick up your cards so you can go buy your games, which is gonna be crazy. But from a why do people be calling me buddy? Let me say that. Sorry, I can't talk right now. Well, like I was saying that I'm mad about the DVDs because I am a big fan. It's certain things that I like to have access to that I don't need to. Like for instance, there's certain movies that you just can't get on Netflix or on any other streaming sites. It's not. It's certain movies that I'm glad I have the DVD of because you just can't watch them nowhere else. And so once they control that medium, then they can control what you watch, when you watch, how you watch it. That's the part of it I don't like. Um, so I would tell you, man, listen, I going forward, I'm transitioning a lot of my DVDs I have. I'm putting them onto some form of file, man, so I can be able to, have access to them whenever I want to. But I hate that we're going that direction. But it's going to happen now. I mean, once at the end of the day, it's all about the money. And so if they ain't making no money off of them, buddy, they were like, listen, we can put something else in the space. And movies are coming to streaming so fast. It's like, you know what? Like, yeah, like we like to go to the movies, but these movie theaters are gonna be dying out left and right. So yeah, we'll wait and see what Nintendo is doing. GT says, I legit said I'll wait on Mario Wonder. I just don't have that connection to Nintendo games like other gamers. Plus, platform games are not my bag. Man, listen, I can respect that. I salute. But I tell you, it's mine. So your boy was definitely got gone a pill for me. CMG Jets got the dub. I watched the end of that game after my Lions got their fifth in a row. Shout out to them. No, excuse me, fourth in a row. Fourth in a row. The Lions are 5-1. So shout out to my Lions, buddy. What? But yeah, man, I'm glad for the Jets, man. Listen, the Jets, y'all should definitely have some hope. I think what y'all reckon, like 3? Is y'all 3-3? 3-2. The Jets, I'm telling you, man, listen, they just need to hang around. They just need to hang around and be me even keel, and they can get Rodgers back towards the end of the season. Well, that's gonna be something. That's gonna be something special to watch. Steven says, "I'm just happy the Packers didn't lose again. They had a bye week. God Almighty." CMG says, "I have that connection to Nintendo games, but just not for the Switch anymore. Woo! When the new Switch comes, I'm going to go crazy on the games." I ain't gonna lie, man. Listen, I have to he's admit there's cat on the wheel. I have to admit, man, listen, this I'm still rocking the Switch, man. Am I ready for a new one? Absolutely. That's why I'm still stacking my games. I'm just praying, like, you know what, like the rumors, some of these rumors, I think is just absolutely crazy. There's no way Nintendo is going to release a system without a cartridge drive. If they do that right there, buddy, it's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be mad backlash. Mad backlash. He said, hold on, let me see. Supersonic Michael J says, also, Sonic Superstars, one player looks cool, but I am pondering whether to get Wonder instead. I'm not as fond of Mario games, but Sonic Superstars isn't quite enough interesting, I feel. I still have my second voucher from Tears of the Kingdom, so it's possibly, though I initially didn't want to get the game at first. I mean, it's one of them things, man. Listen, if you gotta do what's best for you. I just know. Listen, the current vote right now, we look and say if we could only pick one game to buy, Super Mario Wonder 73, Sonic Superstars is 0, Spider-Man 2 at 27%. I'm just saying. Not so Gorilla Tactics on the board, ladies and gentlemen. He says Mendez's cat is on the way. All right. now so Gorilla's on the board. Mendes' cat is on the board. Says CMG says Good Tech says CMG get a Swiffer to dust off his switch. Points in Oprah. Too funny, man. Nah, I'm shutting down my switch soon. What? So CMG, you try to tell me you're not gonna pick up Super Mario Wonder? I'm just saying. I just want to know. I just want to know how you really, really feel. Modern Warfare 3 runs great on the Steam Deck. Does it? Hold on, CMG. So is there? Because it looks like, is this like straight off the? Are you able to boot Modern Warfare 3 straight off the Steam OS? Because to me that's interesting. If you're at a because my issue with Modern Warfare that you couldn't play it on Steam because of the fact that of the anti-cheat. Now they don't have the anti-cheat on that bad boy. Then oh buddy, and ridiculously on the Rogue Alley. Yeah, you listen. I bet you Modern Warfare 3 does run that way. I bet you, but you know what? As soon as you disconnect that bad boy from the power, you're gonna get like 3 matches, and that bad boy gonna be like, game over. Flip, 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 game over. All right, GT says, man, if the game looks good and you're into that type of thing, you should buy a pirate or pirate the game. There is no confirmation that the Switch games will run on Nintendo next consoles. There's no confirmation yet, but we got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Listen, y'all know that, y'all remember this singer named Aaron Neville's? I've been singing like that all day. Gloria, my Gloria. I don't know where that came from, but I've been irritating my wife with it all day. Oh man, let's see. Candy says, from what I saw, it's going to hold up to the hype. Of course, my son took over after I played for about 30 seconds. He probably came and see the pusher like, all right, mom, move. Just move over, mom. Mom, I got this. You watch, I play. CMG is really toxic as HELL hockey sticks. What's the title? You talking about the Microsoft? I don't know what you're talking about. The Roman Victor in the building, man. How's you, man, and your lovely wife? He says hello. Let me get you on the board. Vic. Gotcha. Vic says, I don't have loyalty to any plastic box. Only family. Absolutely, my brother. Absolutely. You know what? Especially in this video game, in this atmosphere, you know, I'd like to play. I like to play good games. Period. I don't care where they being played at. Just good games, man. Good games. Got you on the board, Vic. Captain C says, I don't have, I'm assuming a PS5, so I have to watch SMG cinematic cutscenes like a movie instead. Would you ever do a reaction stream? Gaming Dad gag. Let's go. Gaming Dad gang. Let's go. I said gag, then I'm terrible. Absolutely. Absolutely. I would do it. Was that Super Mario? Is that Super Smash 2 cinema? Listen, I'm assuming SM2 means Super Mario 2 or Super Smash 2. Which one, Captain C? I'm with that though. I would love a Left 4 Dead remake. Yes, Left 4 Dead, man. Another good game, man. Left 4 Dead. What was that other game? That's made. Oh man, I can't think of it. It's something like Left 4 Dead, but it's old though. It's like it was in the orange box. Can't think of the name. Saved my life. I hate that. Steve Vim says, "I don't got friends. I got family. Period. Period. Those are facts." All right. GT says Valve is worth nothing if bought by Microsoft. PC gamers are on PC because they don't want a closed box system that consoles have. Microsoft hurts themselves with games for Windows Live. So you think people, if Microsoft bought Valve and Valve never changed in its approach and how it did games, you think Valve will have a reduction in player count or people that's actively in on that ecosystem? It's a good question. So PC gamers would leave and go to GOG or some other launcher if Steam was bought by Microsoft. Ooh-wee, that deep, huh? So the question would be, why not Microsoft? Because I'm asking this strictly not to be facetious. I'm asking it just to say, hey, what is PC gamers beef with Microsoft? CMG says, still laugh a lot. I feel you on that. Right when you're streaming. Yeah, right. All the time, man. Now it's still acting crazy. It's still like I should be precisioning, but no, it takes a little while to get there now. The Roman Victor says, my kids got a whole GameStop worth of games in our living room. Physical is king. Absolutely. When you are able to put a disc in a console and have it play without any updates, it is a reminder of the good old days. That's right. As it was one of the reasons why. I mean, I hate that a lot of our games is going to a point where, you know what, you have to have so much of an update that first day. I can't stand that. I wish somebody make a stand and say, listen, the whole game can somehow go onto the cartridge. Or even if the game comes out and it's not quite together, at least allow an option where that update goes and saves directly to the system instead of having it's directly to the card instead of, it happened to be kind of locked to a system. But I'm with that. Totally. Listen, you're right, Vic. The good old days when things plugged in and it's worked and the whole game was complete when you got it. But tell you, man, money. It's all about the money. Supersonic Michael J says, if anything, it would seem better to get Wonder anyways, given the voucher. I don't care for Spider-Man games. Oh man, Spider-Man good. And the Sonic games I explained above, even though Superstars is pretty interesting, but it's on the back burner anyways with waiting for a sale. God almighty. Your loyalty to Sonic, man. How can you have Sonic in your name? You say, man, I'm not paying with Sonic, man. It's on a sale. Though Wonder would technically be free in this case. It would be. And you got to think about, listen, what else is Nintendo dropping this year besides Super Mario Brothers RPG? Something to think about. It's a no-brainer for me. I was like, listen, no-brainer at all. Gave me that. Do you believe Nintendo will make an all digital Switch Lite 2? It's possible, man. Do I think it's in this generation? I don't think so. Nope, I don't think so because you always got to look at any data you're going to look at. Nintendo's going to probably lean heavier to what's going on in Japan, even though the U.S. is probably their largest market. And in Japan, only you know what, 75% of their buyers of Nintendo Switches use physical media. So if only 25% is doing digital, I don't see them jumping on it. I don't think they're gonna, not this generation. But it could happen. You know, and let the Switch 2 jump off. You know, that Switch Lite would be, you know, if we go off of what they did for the Switch, Switch came out in 2017, 2019, we had a Lite. So if that bad boy drops next year, 2026, we get a Lite, it could happen, man. It could absolutely happen. Hold on, let's go back to your question though. Because you know, my mind took me to a Switch 2 Lite. But your question says Switch Lite 2. That they could do. That would kind of be dope. And it would definitely help them push more of these Switch systems to eventually catch that number. I kind of wonder, man, how many systems have Nintendo sold, and how close are they to 152? I really wonder about that. But yeah, that's a great question, D1. That they could do. If they, and they can listen, without a card system, you know what? They could, in theory, they could put a 64 gig hard drive into the Switch Lite and to give you the ability to have a 1 terabyte micro SD card, and that would do it, man. That would be dope. OLED screen. But Nintendo wouldn't do it. They could, but they wouldn't. All right, Sonic Nugget Tales. Oh, let me get you on the board. So I wonder it is then. Though 3 hours and 10 minutes before release. Let me get you on the board, Sonic Knuckles Tails. So my son gonna come in here and say, "Hey, Dad, can you put me on the board?" I was like, "Yeah, why don't you get on the stream and do like everybody else is doing?" He not on here yet. Then my Gloria falsetto sounds like that dude that coming to America who say, "She's your queen to be." Man, listen, great businesses, man, great movies, man. They don't make movies like this no more. Going to America, man, was hilarious, man. Earth. Great movies, man. She's your queen to be. GT said he is so far off. Neither of those games are on the PS5. He meant Spider-Man 2. Oh my God, I didn't realize how much Spider-Man applies to so many games, but I meant Spider-Man 2 on the PS5. That's all right. We figured it out. We got it together. If Microsoft bought Valve, if Microsoft bought Valve, Microsoft would make it like their current Xbox app. No access to INI files for mods. Oh, get paid DLC. Microsoft tried this once with PC game. Okay. So what it seems like they would have more control over the experience, and they would try to somehow, some way monetize that experience to make money. Okay, all right. So I can agree. Listen, I would be against that too. That would be an issue for me. Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, I cheer for Microsoft Xbox, you know, but Microsoft as a whole, I don't care. So GC said, Games for Windows Live has left games from my Xbox 360 era broken to this day. Dang. Okay, all right, all right. I dig it. I dig it. I dig your complaint, sir. A Giggy Chick says, I bought one of this emulators that look like Game Boys and is loaded but different retro console games. My old Mini Plus. I don't know. I wish I could see a picture. Oh, you want to see it? Let's see. Let's see if I can Google. Let's see if I can find that, Geeky. I want to see what it looked like. All right, there we go. All right, let me see if I can switch over to my. Oh, this is really, really bothering me. I gotta be like extra precise. Then I'm clicking on the. I can't. There we go. We finally get to change, and it says, okay. The question is, Geeky. I mean, listen. Of course, they put a really high resolution screen on here. Gave you a great picture. Chargeable battery, $79.99. The question is how good are the games and how does it play? But that thing, boy, it looked like, it would really cramp my hands. It's like this would have been dope back in like 1984 when I was like 9 years old. But now it's like, oh man, it's like, you know what? Pac-Man will probably be still kind of fun on there. But anything I gotta have, a button combination, that would be an issue. So what is your overall take on that one, Geeky? Let's see. Go ahead, go to the next. It says, he said, I have until May 2024 or to make your selection on which game you're going to use for your voucher. Let's see. Let me go here. Go back here. Let's go take a look at this wheel. I'm trying to think. Everybody take a look at the wheel. We got 14 people on the wheel. If your name has not appeared yet on the wheel, just let a brother know. D1 says, I don't think Force Digital is quite here yet, but close, maybe. Listen, I don't think if Nintendo comes out with an all digital system, even in conjunction with a system that takes cartridges, then I'm probably safe to say that next generation Switch will probably be some form of all digital variant. Okay, all right. You're talking to Geeky. Sonic Negatel says Switch 3 in 2035. Nah. Not 2012. Oh, that could be. It could mess around that long. Dave Dub in the building. What's going on, Dave? Hold on. If I can get on there real quick. All right. This is irritating me. Dave Dub says, hello. It's been a while since I caught a stream. I've actually been traveling lately. Living in a van. What? Listen, that's dope. I just got back from exploring Michigan. Oh man, you my home state. All right. And back at my parents' house for a bit. All right. Listen, how was that trip? Did you take any pictures, Dave? And did you get a chance? Where at in Michigan did you travel? I would like to know. Share the detail. Dave, let me get you on the board. Dave Dub is on the board officially, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see. Dave says, I'm planning on heading southwest after this for the winter. Yeah, I mean, that's the nice part about it. Coming down here to the south in the winter is nice. Sometimes, I mean, especially these last couple of years, if you're a fan of warm weather, not a fan of the cold, The South is the where to be. I ain't gonna even lie. But right now, I tell you, like today, it's cold. Today was like 40 some degrees, and I think tomorrow, like it might be in the 30s. So, brother, gotta get my coat out, get my up north we call them scullies. Gotta get my scully out. Hold on, get my scully on. Woo! You need a scully for this bald head, brother. Gotta have the hat on, buddy. I'm gonna wear it for a minute until my head get hot, start sweating. I take it off. This is a must. Let's see, D1 says, man, I can't. Let me switch this board back to my. Come on, I act right. All right. D1 says I absolutely meant the next gen Switch Lite. Okay, got you. Okay, and if that's the case, I'm telling you, the only way that happens if the threshold from in this next generation Switch, if the threshold is 50-50, I'm saying it's got to be in Japan because that's what they're going to gauge a lot of it. Is it 50-50 in Japan where 50% of the people are buying digital games? Then yes, absolutely. Because with the they make more money. Financially, I understand why a lot of these companies want a digital variant of their system because they make more money. Now, without that, well, I mean, without that bad boy, I don't know. So yeah, that can definitely happen, but it will all depend on the numbers. All depend on the numbers, buddy. At the end of the day, Nintendo is a business. GT says, I can see two models of the Switch, one physical, one digital. Like the rumors have been saying, I think people would be foolish to go all digital on Nintendo, but I'm sure people will. Yeah, I agree. Listen, one thing about Nintendo, the physical aspect is really attractive to collectors. And speaking of that, I'm about to say, if Nintendo had an all digital console, or what? Okay, another rumor I heard was that Nintendo would release a digital a two model one. The one I think either it's not digital. One would be backwards compatible, and one wouldn't be. And we've seen that before. I've seen that in my lifetime where you had a system that was strictly you had a new system and they had a higher price variant of one that was backwards compatible, and a lower price variant one wasn't. And you know what? If you go back to the PS3, it was two models of the PS3. One was a 60 gig Fat Boy, and the other one was the Fat Boy that was like it might have been 30 gigs. That's crazy. I don't know. Yeah, it was like 30 gigs on the PS3. And so but the 30 gig one wasn't backwards compatible with the PS2, but the PS3 Fat Boy 60 gig was. So there is some precedence for this to happen. Did it work for Sony? I don't think it did. Even though the PS3 sold 90 million units, it still was their worst selling console. And the question, could we contribute that to backwards compatibility? Absolutely not. But we've seen this model before, so we gotta. I mean, it's a possibility. If the Switch went that direction, without a shadow of a doubt, I'm buying the one that's backwards compatible because I got all these physical games. It's gonna sell like crazy. It's gonna be like the dominance. I think that's not smart for Nintendo because I think more people will buy the backwards compatible because everybody that bought a Switch has tons of games and they ain't trying to give up on that ecosystem. All right. Gigi says, "Oh wow, okay. I didn't even know how to do all that." Okay, you talking to GT? Oh, come on, act right. It takes 5 minutes, and you need an SD card reader. Okay, you talking to geeky. SD cards and these Chinese emulated devices are D1 says okay, hold on. D1 says sorry, still on the road, driving, trying to use the microphone for text. Listen, that's how I do it. Every time I catch Basil's YT stream, I'm driving somewhere. Every time it pops up, I'm driving somewhere or I'm in school. So it's just by far better to talk to text it out. All right, let's see what's coming down. The Victor Roman says, I wonder when Spider-Man 2 comes to PC, if it would be able to run on the Steam Deck. Ooh wee. I tell you this much, I'm definitely gonna try it out because the original Spider-Man runs phenomenal on the Steam Deck. Phenomenal. Definitely. You know what? I have been very, very pleased with a lot of the PlayStation games that have come over to PC. God of War is not, graphically is not quite as smooth. Okay, it's smooth, but it's not quite as detailed as God of War 2018 that's on the PlayStation 5, but it's still like a very serviceable experience. It's definitely worth if you got a Steam Deck and never played a PlayStation game, it's definitely worth it. Oh, okay. Finally, yeah. One of my sons jumped up in here. Hey, Joe, how you doing? I guess you want to be on the board, huh? Get, listen, I'm typing. I put "Hey, Dad." It should be Joseph. All right. Let's see, Geeky says, oh, I can't say what it don't type right. I played you from the Game Boy Advance. It was good, easy to use, straight out the box. Okay. I might have to listen. I bought one of these systems here, and I need to take some time out and get everything kind of figured out. I think, like, to me, this would be my, if I can get some more games on here, this would be my jam. And I probably could. It takes a little while, Everything takes time, and you gotta be asking yourself, like, how much time? But I really I want this to work because I like the D-pad and everything. However, I might even give this away. This is the Retroid Pocket, because I think they got a new version out. But it doesn't make any sense to buy another one if I don't get it all set up. So, all right. Let's see. D1 says something. Hold on. Say, check your glasses, gaming dad. That was Sonic Knuckles, not me. Oh, listen, man. I'm sorry, man. My bad. check your glasses, gaming dad. Dave Dove says, I took a lot of pictures. I went all over Michigan, including the Upper Peninsula. Boy, I salute you. The Upper Peninsula, man, it's like going to Antarctica. I mean, is in the wintertime, man, it is the probably it is the coldest place I've ever been to on this earth. On this earth. We used to I used to work for this company called Eagle Village. It's in not Cadillac, it's in Hershey, Michigan, which is not too far from Cadillac, Michigan. And so one thing I loved about the program, I don't know if they still do it, is that they would get these kids who are at risk, and they would take those kids out into the woods, and we would live for a week. Now, as a staff, one of the things that you had to do, or part of your contract, is that you had to go on one of these adventures every 2 years. You had to go. And so the first year I was eligible, I went. And I had such a good time, but I made sure that when I went, it was in the spring, so it was like it was nice. Michigan in spring is probably the best place to be. It's like it's not hot. It's always got a breeze. It's beautiful. However, this one time we had a staff member. They went in the wintertime, and they went to the UP, and they had a staff member who got hurt. And so I had to drive. They paid me. One thing about the company, they had their own cars. And so they had to pay me to go drive all the way up to the UP from where I was. So that was like, a 7-hour drive just to get to the UP. Get him from there and then drive him all the way back. Crazy, because he had got hurt while he was up there. So I did that. But I tell you, like, I got out the car and every breath I took, it felt like my lungs was crystallizing. That's the UP. I'm just saying. You go to UP in the dead of summer. And it's still probably like 55 degrees. Hey, Josh. All right, Josh. Fine. Listen, he finally did it right. I told him I wouldn't put him on the board until he did it right. I hope Joseph is listening, because if I get off this stream and your chores ain't done, buddy, guess who getting up and doing their chores? Joseph. You're gonna be doing them tonight. You didn't did everything else you was supposed to do except what I told you to do. So I hope you listening to me. I hope you ain't out there in that next room on that game, because when I get off, I'm looking at your chores. And they ain't done, buddy. Guess who ain't going to sleep? You. Said there, Geeky Check, I got you on Discord. Listen, hey, you know what? If what if you're gonna put it in our Discord? Cause I want to read what you give Geeky, because I want to see if it's that simple for me to set up mine too. If you don't mind, sir, please and thank you. Dave Dub said, I am planning to make an Instagram page to post my pictures. If I do, I'll post it on another stream. Yeah, man, that would be dope. That would be dope. Man, this right here, man, I'm telling you, this, I don't know what's going on, but it's making me so mad. I can barely move my mouse. It's D1 says, next gen consoles have to start dropping with at least 1 terabyte or 2. And it, that's an interesting question. 1 terabyte to be a minimum, man. Cause the games are so big, man. It's like to have a Steam Deck, even to get the largest model, you should always plan it. You gotta have to buy another terabyte to go in there, bad boy. Just to make the games, so you can be able to enjoy your games. If not, you're constantly switching them in and out. That's stupid. Let's see. CMG says 2 different versions of the Switch would be very interesting. Yeah, you know what? I think would be interesting, but I think would be an issue for consumers. Because, not to be, I wouldn't even call this being a hater, but you know what? Y'all know this, the people out here in this world today, man, a lot of them, man, are just, they're very lazy, man. They're very lazy. They want everything spelled out for them. They don't think for themselves. You know what? They don't search for nothing. You know what? They always ask. They'll have a ton of questions. They'll ask you for everything, but you know what? They would not go out and put forth the effort to find out themselves. That's the irritating part. So I think giving out two models, man, I just think, man, you're going for disasters. I think, if anything, Nintendo, they should just stick with the one system model. This is what you're going to get. You're going to get a Switch. This is what it is. If you want it, come get it. Because once you go start doing 2 models, you know what? That's really never really worked for them. I mean, they did okay when they had 2 models of the 3DS. You know what? But those were easily distinguishable. They both gave you the same experience. One was bigger, one was smaller. Now you start acting like, okay, one got a bigger hard drive. You know what? People can't see that. You can see that visibly. You can see that one was smaller, one was bigger. But if you have two systems that look the same, and the only thing is different with what is being said on the box, well, you're going to have confusion. You're going to have people upset because they didn't get the right one. It's going to be, I think this is more of a headache. Just give us one system. This is what it is. Holla at your boy. Because the two systems didn't work for the Wii U at all. I really wonder how many Wii U systems was bought with the smaller hard drive. That talk to text gonna lead D1 like Stephen Hawking. Sir, focus on the road. Nothing is more important than getting home safely. Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't worry, that's right. Just talk to text. We'll figure it out some way, somehow. Gave me that. Just follow the tutorial on Discord and hit me up for a torrent. So I'll hook you up and playing old Nintendo games on that retro handheld in a flash. Well, thank you, sir. I will follow the directions. Because there's some old games, man, I wouldn't mind having on this bad boy. I ain't going to lie to you. the GT is trying to bring me over to the dark side. Listen, he almost got you, Geeky. He said, GT says, hey, you made the choice when you bought the thing. I am just sharing my knowledge of the dark side of the Force. Oh, man. Listen, man, I love y'all, man. That's so funny, man. Geek said, I was influenced by the cozy gaming girl on Instagram. They made it look so cute. No, okay. See, look at the Dark Forces even come in cute packages. All right, good people. Listen, hey, we got through all the comments. Let's look at some of this news. And you know what? I just really wanted to start off with this one here. Let me go ahead if I can flash it over. You know, my little thing is acting stupid. All right, listen, let's start into it. Listen, the Analog Pocket 3D reviving nostalgically with the Nintendo 64. Okay, hold on. This is not the one I want. Let me get back. I had another one I picked out earlier. All right, there we go. Yeah, we want that one. Analog is making a 4K Nintendo 64. I'm telling you. Listen, even though I'm a big fan of Analog, I'm just not a fan of how they release their systems. They got to figure that out. If they're going to have something like this here, I would definitely be a big fan of, and I like it because it allows you to utilize the original games. So, you know, I could put the original 64 in there, the original James Bond in that bad boy, and it's going to look awesome. That's what I want. I want that to happen. I just don't want it to be, but I want to have an opportunity to get it. Even though it's launching next year, listen, and they probably launch somewhere around the Switch. I'm getting one of these bad boys. I'm getting it just so I can have it. I can have something to play with. Like I got a Nintendo 64. It's right over there. However, have I played that bad boy in over a year? Have not. I got an Analog Pocket for the Super Nintendo. I got an Analog Pocket and I got an Analog NT is for the Super Nintendo. Love those things. I've played that within the last year. But I want those options because things go away. And once they're gone, they're gone. D1 says, so I'm off the road now. Walmart halfway there, GT. Cozy cute pirate. Our mateys. GT says, why would you want to put a game in a console when you could put it on the SD in the console and play all the games? You could probably play Nintendo 64 games on that handheld you have now. You gave me that. I know, man, but the experience is not the same, man. It's not the same. But you're probably right though. It's not the same. All right. So but I'm a fan. I'm a fan of, you know, because still have my 64 games, and I like to be able to. I like going into retro gaming stores and picking up classes that, you know what, that you can't find nowhere else. It's like, oh man, I haven't played that in years. Let me pick this up. You know, playing some of those old wrestling games, like super dope. Let me take a pause real quick, good people. Listen, do your boy a favor, hit that like button for your boy. Does wonders for the channel, man. I appreciate you if you can hook me up, and then you get back to the stream. All right. So let's say the company is behind the analog pocket turns its attention to Nintendo 64. We don't know what the console will look like yet, but it's launching in 2024. I guess this is I mean, in fact, let me break down this Grill Texas comment. All right, there. So I guess that's kind of a hint of what it might look like. If you know anything about the Nintendo 64, it had that same kind of, like, you know, slick kind of. I hope they make it kind of similar, but make it smaller. You know, I don't need a big system, but I'm definitely interested in it. They give out a little hint of a controller, what that controller would look like. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this all unfolds. But I'm excited for it. I don't know everybody else. Before we move on, good people, I'm gonna give you credit seconds. His comment real quick. He said, "You're too old to be blowing the dust off cartridges. You'll be out of breath. Let me hook you up with a torrent site and all the Nintendo 64 games." Oh man, listen, I ain't gonna lie. There are, I would say, there are certain games that I would definitely pirate it. Metal Gear Solid 4, NFL Streets, NFL 2K 5. I would pirate them games because you can't buy them nowhere else. There's nowhere else to play them at. Those 3 games off the top of my head, I know for sure I would definitely say, you know, I don't care, I'm pirating. Those are the games I would pirate. My games would be, I would only pirate games that I know for sure I couldn't get nowhere else. Especially NFL. NFL Streets is still fun to this very day. Matter of fact, speaking of games, has anybody played that NFL Wild Card? I watched Obi-Wan play it a little bit. I was a little concerned because it looked a little slow. I didn't listen. Coming from Streets was fast, aggressive, and violent, and I like that. But you know, I was like, I don't know what's going on with this stuff here. Hold on, Geeky says. So I wanted that Crank handheld game. I think it was called The Playground. Yeah, you told me the one with the little handle. I was like, listen, I don't got time to be doing all that. I was like, I looked at it. It looked very unique. I was like, I wasn't sold, but it was kind of overpriced. Yeah, it's right. It was overpriced. I said, man, what? Hold on, man. This not even a adult technology. See, just blowing dust off the cartridge, man. I remember those days, right? And you were so happy when that bad boy worked finally. GT says, well, what console was that Crank game for Geeky Mini Plus? Emulates up to PS1, I remember correctly. No, it was a handheld. It had a little crank on the side. It was yellow. I forgot what else too though, but all right. Nintendo 64, we go off to the next story. GTA 6 release date confirmed in new financial report. I'm gonna get to it wasn't really confirmed. I'm just gonna cut to the chase. I'm not doing all this reading. it pretty much said that it's going to release in their fiscal year of 2025. So the fiscal year of 2024, that ends in what, 2025. So the fiscal year of 2025 don't even start really until March. So I just don't know how can I say it, how good this is going to be. So I'm gonna say, yeah, I give it, 2025 GTA 6. That's a long time, man. When did when did Grand Theft Auto 5 come out? I just know it came out last generation sometimes. Grand Theft Auto 5 survived 2 generations, going on a third. Crazy. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna get off of this story too. All right, next story. No. Okay, I'm only gonna bring this story up because yes, it has this game out, Transformers Earthspark. You know, I'm a big fan of Transformers. I didn't too much care for the last movie because of the humans. When they finally get together and take Transformers and take it where there's no humans, then you'll have yourself a dope conception. This last movie made me so mad. I was, asked my wife, I was furious. Cause they made the humans like they was like these machines can't survive without the humans. Has got, man, listen, pissed. However, my main issue with this whole story is that I'm not even gonna play the video because it's not even worth them demonetizing this video because of their video being played. That I get tired of Hasbro giving out their licenses to these whack developers, and then they produce these old crappy games. Like, man, listen, if anything that comes out of this Microsoft deal that I pray happens, if they re-release those Battle for Cybertron games, those would, it has not been a Transformer game that has come up to that level of polish ever. Another games that I would listen. Another games I would emulate those games. Those would be some more games. It's like, you know what? If I'm going to emulate a pirated a game, it'll be those the games I can't play on my current system. You know what? And I don't have access to. That'll be it. Super good games, man. Super good games. The dark side of the Force. I just wanted to make that statement about Transformers. Kevin, whoever is voicing Mario and Luigi in Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Is this story really exciting to anybody? I just felt like, they just spent too much time. Like, I think, people are so thirsty to talk anything about Nintendo that they're just trying to make some money by, posting videos of like, oh man, this is not an interesting story at all. I was like, man, who cares? I mean, listen, really, I mean, do anybody else care besides me? I don't care who listen, as long as he don't sound stupid. If he sounds stupid, then it might be a small story. But I don't even think this is a great story. Hold on. Oh, come on, Accurate. So Geeky says, I need something that does Nintendo DS games and want to play my Sims in my Sims Kingdom. Yeah, Geeky, just get a 3DS. Find yourself a used small new Nintendo 3DS. Yeah, that's the move. Yeah. I wouldn't dare buy one of them small. I would find me, you could find yourself a DS. You could find yourself a a I'll get that new 3DS when they had one for Animal Crossing. I bought my daughter still has that 3DS, by the way. But I bet you money if you searched, you can probably find a Animal Crossing new Nintendo Switch, new not new new Nintendo 3DS Animal Crossing. It's small. It'll do everything you think you want to do. That's the way to go. You don't got to mod nothing. Especially if my Sims Kingdom is on the DS. All right, I can't man this is gonna bother me. All right, Invincible season 2 gets a new trailer at New York Comic Con. Listen, if y'all have not watched the first season, those of you who like superheroes and and you like if and you like stuff to be just a tad bit edgier, a little bit more violent, a little mixed with like like superhero mixed with anime mixed with Mortal Kombat. Man, such a good show, such a good show. Can't wait for season 2. You definitely it's worth your time. I like Invincible just as much as I liked nah Castlevania was on a different level though. I'm telling you, if you have not watched Castlevania on Netflix, you are missing out. There's a bunch of stuff like on Netflix like that. Those He-Man, the He-Man show that was on Netflix, super good. Definitely worth checking out. But just want to put that out there. Let's see what they got a release date for. Oh, November 3rd. Oh, that's right around the corner. I see Death around the corner. Gotta stay high. Okay. Shout out to Pot. All right. Off to the next one. It's over. Microsoft has officially acquired Activision Blizzard. At the end of the day, man, what does this say for everybody else? I don't think we're gonna see any like major changes. Not even this year, not even next year. I think it's gonna be that following year. I think of course. I think next year this time we're gonna have Call of Duty on whatever next Switch device to get released. It'll be a launch title, or it'll come out that in that launch window. If rumor has it that the Switch 2 comes out in September, best believe Modern Warfare, whatever it be, 4 or 5, whatever, it'll be out. To me, I still believe if War Games, is it War Games? Warface. If Warface can run as good as it runs on the Switch, they could have put some form of Call of Duty on the Switch and it would have been phenomenal. They could, and they didn't. And to be honest, they really, because I don't think Warface runs at 60 frames per second, but it was still a good enough shooting experience that it was enjoyable. Yeah, I just want to wonder what are they going to do with all these IPs? Are they just going to absorb some of them? Are they going to do them like does Spyro and Banjo Kazooie get the same treatment as, let's say, what did I say? Banjo Kazooie? I'm thinking of Crash Bandicoot. Does Spyro and Crash Bandicoot get the same treatment as Banjo Kazooie? That's the question I'm asking. Because to me, they're just their IPs are just wasted, like wasted. It's like, you know what, like Microsoft, you've been in the game long enough. They still have not learned anything from Nintendo. You got to have a mascot. You got to have some form of something at the beginning that's going to help propel you. They don't have that. They don't have that game that's going to get the kids involved. That's why their system is not selling. Well, I mean, of course, their subscriptions are selling, but their systems are not. Let me go back. Geeky just said Mario Wonder is going to be so good. Are you streaming it or doing videos? I am streaming Mario. Let's see what day of the week that comes out on. Today's the 16th. The 20th is what day? The 20th is Friday. So I'm going to stream Friday night, I think. Well, that's a good question. So what I gotta do Friday night? I have to. If we have a football game, then I won't be able to stream because I have to clean the football stadium. My kids, I gotta take my son back to the airport on Saturday. But yeah, I'm doing something. I need to finish these videos. I'm almost finished with I did a new family list of games because I didn't do one last year, but I did one this year and almost done. But then a couple other games came out like last minute. I got to add in there, like the Grinch Stole Christmas just came out, and what's another game I added in there? Some other kid game that these families will be eating up. So the one with the dog. What's the television show with the dogs? Not Paw Patrol, but it's another one. I think it started with a K. However, to answer your question, Geeky, yes, I will be doing some videos. We definitely got to get a bunch of stuff in there. Let's see. I'm trying to get D1's comment. D1 says, to be honest, they have already taken the wonder out of Super Mario Brothers Wonder for me. Too many ads, leave some mystery. Listen, I agree with you totally. This is one of the reasons why, like, man, I've done really, really well from staying off the internet and staying off of people's reviews and watching, paying attention to what I click on and what I watch, because I don't want that spoiled. I want to have that experience of going to the different worlds and be like, man, this is great. So I totally agree with you on that. GT says, Digital Foundry spoiled the opening of Spider-Man 2 for me. The cheeky mugs. You know what? Once again, I purposefully stayed away from that too, because I was like, man, I don't want it spoiled. I don't want Spider-Man spoiled either. I want to be able to enjoy my whole experience. It's funny. Like me and my oldest son David, we talk about it, quite often. And he like me, like, man, I'm not playing around. Like, I'm not watching nothing. So my son Joseph, I think he's gonna buy it himself because he got his own money now. And so even when he's playing it, I'm like, nope, I'm not watching. I'm not watching. I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna do it. I might let him stream it. That would be dope. I think I might talk to him about that. I might let him stream it. Let's see. GT says, if I can get this. It said, my friend told me about Invincible, so it's on my Amazon Prime backlog, but I'm currently trying to get through all 900 episodes of One Piece on Crunchyroll. Good luck, my brother. Listen, you know what? You sound like my son David. That's how he was with Naruto. He was like, oh, damn, on episode 699, something crazy. I was like, man, that's a lot. That's a lot of time. But I would tell you, man, listen, if you just want to, like, if you get a little fatigued on One Piece, just slide over and watch the Invincibles for a hot second. You'll be all in too. Invincibles was good, man. Really, really good. Invincible, especially Castlevania, man. I know I'm been singing his praises, man, but if you're a fan, man, listen, that show was good. Great story, man. And then the new Castlevania just came out too. Can't wait to get into that. All right, GT says, I think you see a lot of these old games end up on Game Pass, and then a year or so you'll get a AA version of the game for Game Pass. You know what, man? I think it would be smart for them to re-release a lot of these games. I think it would change their perception, especially if it would get more younger kids involved in getting onto Game Pass if these games were available. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you can have all these, all these little kids who these stupid parents who allow their kids to play Grand Theft Auto 5 and they like in the second grade, these stupid parents. I used to work at GameStop. I used to look at parents with such disgust. I made sure they knew that I looked at them with this disgusting face, like, you buying this for them? What grade you in? I'm like, what grade you in? I'm in second grade. I'm like, you buying this game for them? Like, you are aware that, they have like sex in this game, right? Yeah. I'm like, you terrible parent. I hate weak. Two things I really hate. I hate weak parents and I hate weak men. Oh man. Can't stand weak dudes. I like the worst, man. Like, weak parents make my butt itch. Bad. D1 says, wasn't Warface a mobile game first? Whatever happened to CSGO? Do they leave it? I don't know about CSGO, but yeah, I think Warface was a mobile game first. When they brought it to the Switch, man, it ran great. Shoot, man, I did a TikTok video. That's my best TikTok video right now. I think I got maybe 30,000 views off that. Dig it, no money. Since the acquisition is going to be big for Nintendo, and I love it. Call of Duty is back on the big end. I just wanted to run right. I want it to be, when they say on par, I want that, if it run right, if it's 60 frames per second, buddy, then it would be my choice to where I play it at. One thing I really hope Nintendo fixes in this next Nintendo Switch is that whatever Wi-Fi chip, I hope they put a top of the line Wi-Fi chip in there, that so when I have it connected to a cellular hotspot, I'm able to use it efficiently. You know what? I just hope I'm hoping we can able to take advantage of some of these 5G speeds and have it tethered to our phones or a hotspot. Because to me, that's the one thing that I kind of did not like about the Switch, is like I couldn't fully take advantage of the online experience. So I need that to happen, Nintendo. That's right, Captain C. That's the name of Bluey. Yeah, that's the show. Okay, there. I think that's the name of it. I think that's the name of it. But yeah, they got a game out too, so I got to add that to my list. D1 says One Piece ridiculous. Is that I was slightly interested, but I stopped watching around 700 episodes. Too much. Is a lot. I feel you on that game. That yeah, man, I can't stand weak parents. These be the same parents though, man. They'll buy their game. They don't see, like, I'm about to buy my second grader Grand Theft Auto, but then they're upset and crying because their child has now been referred to my class. I listen to the kids in class and I say, hey man, I've been playing Grand Theft Auto, man, since I was in second grade. I was like, for real? And then the parents I put on blast are like, you know what? I was like, he has these tendencies because he been playing Grand Theft Auto since he was 5 years old. So you know what? I mean, you know what you give kids to consume will turn out to be your kids. Period. I love the Bible, man. The Bible said, man, teach a kid in the way they should go. If you teach a kid that Grand Theft Auto is what they should be playing at 5, then don't be surprised at the results you get when they become 16, 17. Because they don't have no fear, because now these images is being ingrained to their forethought, and now these kids that nobody can control, and then they're giving them over to me, and I'm punking the piss out of them, and these kids wondering why they getting punked so hard. Cause I'm like, man, and I tell them because your parents failed you. Kids in my classroom, they hate when I say that to them. I say, you here because some adult failed you. I don't know who it was. I don't know, your mama, your daddy not being there, your mama You feeling sorry because your daddy ain't giving it there for you and giving you everything? And now you here with me because you know what? You don't have no fear. You know what? You don't have no respect for authority. So you know what? You gonna respect me in my classroom because I'm gonna give you every avenue to come at me. Every avenue. I tell it, man, listen, first day of school, I remember I first took over this class. And my initial speech was like, the first thing I said was like, listen, I only give you one promise that one, I won't lie to you. The second thing I'm going to tell you that there's going to be a promise. I ain't scared of nobody in here. So if you feeling froggy, go ahead and leave. I'm going to put you on this floor. Now that we got that out the way, now we can start working on what you guys need to be working on to get better and become productive adults. And them kids, some of them kids was like, shoot, but he think he tough. I was like, no, buddy, I'm tough. And I had to give some kids, some kids got the business. And I ain't ashamed to say it either. They got the business because you know what? If you come at me swinging, with a punch, buddy, I'm gonna take you to adult land. And I did. I just take them right to adult land. And adult land was a quick fly in the air, hard to the floor, and then I wrapped you up like a little blanket in that restraint. But after that, man, after doing that a couple of times, man, the rest of the kids, they just follow suit. They're like, man, I ain't mess with that dude. That dude too strong, man. No, he crazy. But them kids to this day, man, absolutely love me. Them kids, them same kids, I just smash on the floor, be like, hey, Coach Reed, man, I'm in college now. Hey, Coach Reed, this is my grades my first semester. They contacted me. This kid named, listen, I'm putting this kid named Matthew. Matthew, I don't know if I told this story before. Matthew came to school one day. He had a dog chain on. I guess he's gonna call himself. He's gonna fight me today. And this joker took the dog chain on, wrapped it around his fist, was like, he about to get me. I said, oh, buddy, he thought I was gonna be scared because he got this chain on. I said, oh boy, I live for this. I said, you ain't really built for this backlash. And so he gonna look at his boy and be like, hey man, come on, man, let's get him. But his boy, which is one of my great students named Terrell, like, man, I'm not fighting him. You see how big he is? But I give it to Matthew. Even after his boy left, he still came at me. He just ate the floor so hard. Oh, so hard. Nothing like a straight arm takedown going down fast. I let him punch and his side stepped him and took his whole momentum right to the floor. Boo! You slam somebody to the floor hard and then the wind you can hear that wind. That's not funny, but it was funny that day. And I cracked jokes on him all year long. Every time he says something, I was like, what are you saying? Oh man, kids did not like getting cracked jokes on, but it made them stronger kids. This is I go back to about hating weak parents, because weak parents allow their kids to be weak. And so in my classroom, I allow jokes. I like the rule in my classroom is that you can joke. You can joke on me. Just understand I call it entering the ring. Once you crack a joke on another kid, you enter the ring. That means anybody in the classroom can crack jokes on you. Anybody, you free game now once you enter the ring. If you crack a joke on me, it's entering the ring, but I embarrass you. I was the kind of person like, listen, I'm not gonna crack jokes in here. I'm gonna wait till because my classes, it's like if you was in school, they was like, oh man, that's a special ed class. Or they were like, oh, those are angry kids. So if I'm out there in the public, I'm trying to treat them like, everybody else. But if you crack a joke on me, I'll get you. I'm gonna have everybody laughing at you. So I was that guy. So kids knew like, and I crack a joke on Mr. Reed, he played too much. But yeah, man, I'm sorry. I had to go on that rant, man. I get tired of this. I get tired of weak parents, man. And I get tired of kids who think they tough, who really ain't tough. D1 said, man, what happened? I go into the gas station and come back and Gaming Dad is making threats. Dog, man, just going back down memory lane, man. How these kids sometimes, man. When you get these kids, man, who don't have no fear, man, they think, they think in their mind, just because they lift a couple weights in the weight room, they can deal with some real adult strength. And it's a clear difference, man. I try to tell these kids, like, man, I was like, yeah, Coach Reed is old. I'm 48. I'm not as young as you. I'm not 15, but buddy, I got 48 years of strength. I don't think you really want to mess with this here. I really don't. I remember, man. Listen, I'm not going on memory lane. I remember when I was a kid, man. My grandfather, bless his soul, I love him, and I think I might have told this story before. I'm gonna tell it again though. I was young, man. We was cutting grass. I live, of course, I'm from Detroit. So right across the street from us, it was this car. It was our neighbors. It was their car. So this crackhead, and I'm gonna call him crackhead because he was high, and he broke in. Like my granddad watched him break into their car, steal their battery out the car, and then ran. And when he ran, he didn't like for some reason or another he could have ran like on that side of the street. He could have just ran straight. He didn't, but he ran and came right towards my grandfather. And my grandfather at that time, so he had to be like 60 something. My grandfather stopped in front of him like, hey young man, he said, man, put that battery down. So the dude was like, you know what, man, F you, old man, and tried to like run through my granddaddy. And my granddaddy was like, he walked kind of slow, he was just, you didn't think he had that kind of hand speed. But when I say my grandfather punched him so hard in his face that my mom was in the house, my grandma was upstairs in the house, and they thought, hey, somebody shot somebody. They was like, oh, somebody's shooting. He hit him so hard. I can still, in my head right now as an adult, I can still remember the sound. Like it's like he hit him clean, bone. He punched that dude so hard. That dude dropped that battery, man. Battery acid got on my grandfather's pants. I remember my grandmother coming outside. My grandfather's name is Dorsey Lane. And my grandmother always called him by his last name. She was like, Lane. And my mom was screaming, Daddy. And all I remember, my grandfather was like, I told him to drop the battery. Real men. My granddad was a real dude, man. He didn't play around with these kids, man. He did not. No, you came into his house, man. You didn't walk on his grass. You spoke with him. You said yes, sir. All those are traits of great men, man. I wish more people got their kids in line and made them kids be respectful. They'll find out they have a lot more respect for adults. I know my kids, they do not like the fact that I am a teacher at their school. I know they don't like it. Because when they do something that I know they know better, I chumps them. I chumps them off like they some dudes in the street. I chump them. I don't care who, what. They ain't gonna say like my administrators, and I wish they would cut their lips and say something to me. Because all the smoke I'm giving my son would just come on. I would not care, not one bit. I get in my like, hey man, I thought this is how I talk to him. This is my 17. Like, man, didn't I tell you that this is what we come to school to work? We get our education. We don't play in shenanigans. We don't do none of this playing or acting hard. You're like, boy, you ain't tough. You come from a middle class family. You're not tough, buddy. So stop it. Your daddy is tough. You not tough. Stop it. Do what you're supposed to do. Thank God you got a daddy and a mama at home, and you be a good boy. Period. I don't want to deal with this mess no more. I checks them. I know my kids are like, oh no, listen, I got power. I don't know if y'all know about Power School. Love Power School. I wish if I had Power School when I was a kid, I would have got a lot more whoopings. Power School will let you know, like, if a kid grade go, every time that grade change, Power School go, bing, it dings your phone. Oh, I'm like, let one of them grades drop. My kids sprinting to my class. Hey, Dad, hey, I'm on it right now. I'm gonna figure it out. Cause I know I'm like, hey, after that ding, they got until the next day. I give them one day. I said, you got one day to fix what just popped up on my screen. If it ain't there, buddy, turn in everything. All right, enough of my stories, man. I'm sorry, man. Sometimes I like to share. All right, the poll, it says, if we can only pick one to buy this week, Super Mario Brothers Wonder with 62%, Spider-Man 2 with 31%, and good old Sonic at 8%. All right. Let's see if we can go to the next story. Mario Red Edition Switch OLED launches double system sales in Japan. Why? I don't understand that. Oh, don't get me wrong. Listen, probably the red, because I got the regular the OG red, but not. I got the OG red, not the OLED. But this is still we listen. We was rocking with this for a long time before we got an OLED. A long time. So have a red OLED Switch. That's really just a Switch with this, with red Joy-Cons. Just give me the Joy-Cons, However, let's look at the results. This article don't show me. I don't like that. It says the new Mario Red Switch OLED times is with the release of Super Mario Brothers Wonder next week on the 20th of October. In a poll here at Nintendo Life last week, 45% of the participants said they had no interest in getting this new system. I'm probably with that 45%. But however, think about it. Well, if 45 is not with it, 55% has the potential. Okay, so that's a lot. I thought they was gonna show me the sales numbers, but who cares about that? Best Buy apparently dropping physical media in 2024. This article is misleading. It's not all physical media. It's just DVDs and CDs. I mean, which is, to me, if I'm Best Buy, it's a smart move. A lot of people not buying DVDs because everybody getting streaming systems. Think about it. We've been Netflixing it up for a minute. Listen, I'm telling you that this is how long I've been with Netflix. I was with Netflix back when it was like, you had to with Netflix was just a mail system. Like you wanted DVDs, you picked the DVDs you wanted on your Netflix, and they sent you those bad boys. When you was done watching them, you sent them back. When that was like, back when it was $4.99. I've been dealing with Netflix. Netflix been getting money out of me for that long. That's back when I first moved to Georgia. That's like 2008, 2009. So I've been with Netflix for a long time, man. So, it's the evolution, man. Like you can't tell me like I don't know if some of you guys remember Blockbuster, man, but Blockbuster was an experience. There was nothing like going into Blockbuster, man, and picking out a game and going home and playing that bad boy for 2 and 3 days and then returning it and hoping that you beat it. And if you didn't beat it, you went back in there and re-rented it because you was like, man, I'm gonna beat this game. Too much time invested. Those were good times, man. But what? Blockbuster went away. You know what? Circuit City went away. CD, what was it? CDs went away. DVDs went away. No, Siri.
Sorry, there.
But those things, they come and go. So I just gotta you gotta deal with what you can deal with. Keep it moving. Oh, my bad. I say D1 said something. My bad, D1. D1 said technique and wisdom always beats youth and strength all day, every day. Thinks it's a game if you want to. You know what, man? It's always a game until it's real. It's always I'm tough until you put that straight arm bar twist on that wrist. I tell kids all the time, I'm like, man, listen, if I control your wrist, I control your body. I'm not trying to punch you. I'm not going to box you out. I'm going to control your wrist. Once I get your wrist controlled, then I'm going to work you. I'm going to put some pain that you ain't quite used to. I'm going to immobilize your body somewhere in a way, and then I'm going to punch you in your face. Them kids be like, dang, for real? Like, no, I'm not going to punch you in your face. But if you was out here in the street and you came approach me, that's how I would do. I just kind of would just, maneuver to a point where I can control your wrist or control your elbow. And then it's over there. If I control your wrist and your elbow, buddy, I'm just going to be yanking you around a little bit, let you tire yourself out. And then I'm going to straight arm bar, take you right to the ground, let your face bounce off that cement, turn that wrist a little bit, and then I'm gonna put my knee in your back, and then I'm gonna constantly punch you in one spot. You remember them old Looney Tune cartoons? And they be like, how many lumps would you take? Oh, about 3 or 4. Oh, man, that's funny. D1 says, I've seen critics say that Sonic Superstar is just a visual upgrade that's repetitive with boring bosses and boss battles. Dang, that's tough. You know, too bad I'm not buying that game. my son Joshua's buying that game. That's the game he said he wanted to buy, so he gonna buy that game, and that I'll play it, and I'll let him to play it on stream and call it a day. Well, I'll be getting Mario. I think I'm getting Mario. My son is getting Spider-Man. My son Joseph getting Spider-Man 2. And my son Joshua is getting Sonic. So that's how we'll do. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. So sad for physical media. You know what? Yeah, I agree, Geeky. My only issue is that once things go digital, things can be manipulated, man. Things can be manipulated. It can be pulled away for whatever reason. It's not out there for you to have access to. And that's my whole issue with digital. It's like you can do anything. You can say, listen, I don't want the game on my server no more, and pull the game from the server. And then what can you do? There's no repercussions from that. Even though I didn't spend all my money and I didn't put all my money into this game, you just pull off the server and just say, hey, you know what? You just gotta say forget it. Nah, man, that's an issue for me. Yep. I say you an old bitch. Oh man, listen, man. I've learned some moves in my day. You know, I think being a corrections officer and also working at youth facilities for as long as I've worked at, man, they send you to so much training, man, on combat. It's like, you know what, man, I ain't saying I'm gonna go out here and jack the world up though, but I know what pressure points to hit if I need to. Like, yeah, you can grab me if you want to before I karate chop you in this radio nerve right here. Quick too. And your arm go no. I kick you in your sciatic nerve and watch your whole leg collapse. You know, those are the things. Like, yeah, man. Like I be telling kids all the time, like, man, listen, I'm not even worried about if you come at me. Okay, some of the kids be like, you know, kids that we should be playing football somewhere. I had to restrain this kid, man. And listen, the funny part about it, man, to this day, man, we still talk. And this kid is probably about 23, 24 now. But at the time, you know, in high school, he was an older kid in my classroom. If you know anything about special ed, if a kid is in special ed, they can go to school. They can go to a high school until they're 22. By law, they can. And so this kid was like 21 years old, still in my class. And he had Asperger's. If you know anything about Asperger's, it's a form of autism. But with Asperger's, so they'll blank out. That is, you know, all of a sudden the whole world becomes, and then they become super violent. So one time, man, I was teaching summer school, man. He didn't want to be in summer school, man. And his Asperger's tripped, man. And he had the Chromebook, and he took that Chromebook, man, and just ripped it in half. He ripped it in half like it was toilet tissue. And that joker started destroying the classroom. I had to grab that joker. He would not. I mean, this joker is big. He was like 6'4", 3 something. And you know, I'm like, you know, 5'8", 220. You know, I'm holding my own. This joker trying to get really aggressive with me. Man, I need him in his sciatic nerve. That joker dropped like an oak tree. Boom. Like, man, I've been playing around with you. Yeah, that joker tried to he tried to give me like the Hulk Hogan. He tried to Hulk Hogan me. Tried to scoop me. I said, what? I grabbed that wrist, turned him to the side. Man, I need him so hard that side. Oh. Yeah, you said, man, I still got a bruise from you kneeing me. I said, oh, listen. So I guess your Asperger's, you was able to remember something, wasn't you? Mm-hmm. I had to shock him back to life. Kids, man. Crazy. All right. Yeah, so it's a sad day, man. You know, first CDs, now DVDs, now Blu-rays. All that stuff is heading out the door. That's why I will always support physical media until the end. I want to be able to still play some of my old movies when I want to play them. I'm telling you, listen, I would, if my next move is to buy an Ultra Blu-ray player. I know I'm at a vantage cheap because people ain't gonna be trying to buy one. I need to have one somewhere just in case things go left. I want to be able to play my medium. Like something happens, man. Listen, you know what? Listen, if something happens, boom, internet goes out, satellites go out. You're in a form of entertainment. Those of you with them digital devices can be mad because I can't play because I can't connect. I gotta connect to the internet first. Well, you know, I'm gonna have my medium. I'm gonna have my analog Nintendo 64. I'm gonna have something to play. I still have my Switch because I'm not selling my Switches. All right. Let's get off of here. What time is it? That's 10:15. Almost that time. Let's see. This is crazy. Listen, for those, man, if any move that Microsoft made that you got to say, dog, I salute you. It absolutely has to be their move to buy the owners, the creators of Microsoft, of Minecraft. 300 million copies. Think about that. 300 million copies. Just imagine if that was $20 a piece, because it's probably more than that. But 20 is a good number, right? So you got 300 million. You add yourself a zero. Now that's $6 billion. If it was just $20 a piece, we know it's more than that. It only paid $2 billion. They only paid $2 billion. They didn't triple their worth. That's crazy, man. And listen, and Geeky is absolutely correct. Minecraft is still going strong. It's crazy because they have figured out a great formula to keep reintroducing it to new children and new children. Listen, a big part of this now is due to Nintendo. Hands down. I wonder if we can ever get the numbers and really find out how successful Minecraft was on the Switch. I want to know that information. How many units did you sell on the Switch? Now, of course, it wasn't 100 million, but still, I can bet money. I bet money they sold in the 20s of millions. No, not 20. Maybe 10. This on the Switch. 10, 20 maybe. I say 20. That's still a lot. That still is a lot of copies, man. Yeah, listen, and mobile. Yeah, I tend to forget. You tend to forget about mobile, but right. I remember when Minecraft first came out because you know what? My kids were playing it on the iPad. I did not think about it. My kids were small playing it on the iPad, and the level of creation and like, and it's not going to stop as long as there's some form of new kindergartner, first grade, second grader that keep rolling along. Minecraft is going to be that deal. Like low key, like Roblox is kind of like that deal too, though. It's not like Minecraft, but Roblox, man. Listen, all these little kids, man, they know and they play. D1 says, on my trip to California, all the kids that were there were playing Minecraft on their tablets. That is a strong franchise. Yeah, listen. I don't. I believe that Minecraft would have continued to been strong if they would have kept it. I think right now they probably kicking themselves. I think they probably kicking themselves because uh even if they didn't get, I think, being a part of Microsoft, it probably, jumped their sales dramatically. But well, just imagine though, if they would have stayed independent and they just say they'd have sold 100 million copies. They'll be, even at 100 million copies, man, they're still worth way more than what they sold it for. They sold it for $2 billion. Microsoft got to steal. Nintendo renews trademark for Tamagotchi Life, hints at a potential return. My kids, like my son Joshua. He really now and Ayana, they both really like this game. I never got into it. I didn't give it a chance, man. I just like no. I was like, bring back Street Pass. That's how I want to play. Listen, next Switch, please bring back Street Pass. Street Pass was a dope concept. They should have never walked away from. Dope concept. Love Street Pass. Bring that back. Bring that back, Nintendo. But it's a potential. It could be. It says this. It's one of them things that, listen, it would not shock me if this game came back. Is it a launch title that should be on to the next Switch? Well, probably not. But should it come back? Absolutely. There's an audience out there that would thrive off of this here. To me, you bring this back on the current Switch. I wouldn't wait. If they would have dropped, just imagine if Tamagotchi Life would have came out during the pandemic, right along with Animal Crossing. It had somehow had an Animal Crossing tie-in to it. Would have been crazy. Could you imagine this here? It's another thought process. Could you imagine if they had Street Pass and they had a Animal Crossing tie-in with Street Pass? Oh, I'm just saying, man. Listen, Nintendo, they just. I don't think that was the best move they could have made walking away from Street Pass. They should have built upon that premise. Now I don't know who this is, but Super Mario Brothers Wonder, man. First of all, welcome to the stream. The Super Mario Brothers Wonder is the only Mario game with elephants that I know of. I listen. I was definitely second that emotion, but Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Hey, listen. Every Monday night we give out a free Nintendo eShop card, and we're not trying to look at none of this here. All right, there we go. But by you jumping in tonight, man, you put yourself an opportunity to win. Let me go ahead and get you on the board. Super Mario Brothers Wonder. It's on the board. Thanks for coming through, sharing your comment on YouTube. Appreciate you. Can't wait for you for the game to come out. Right now, we have a poll going on right now here on YouTube. It says if you can pick only one game to buy this week, you get Super Mario Brothers Wonder at 64%. You get Sonic Superstars at 7%, and Spiderman 2 at 29%. All right, let's go back and let's finish wrapping up here. But yeah, Tamagotchi Life, man. Listen, it's so much they could have done with this here. This would have been crazy during. It'd have been right up there with Animal Crossing, I believe. So be on the lookout. It could be released, could be. Famitsu scores for Sonic Superstars is a 32 out of 40, which is not bad. You know what? I'm not gonna read everything they said because I don't want to spoil anything for myself nor my son. But 32 out of 40 ain't 36 out of 40. When you get a 30, to me, when you on Famitsu, you get 36 out of 40. You got something special. So 32 ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? As long as it ain't 29, then you got something you got to think about. First look at Omni-Man in Mortal Kombat 1. Listen, speaking of Mortal Kombat 1, man, shout out to Basil YT, man, because I've been, he's been keeping me up. I'm not going to play Mortal Kombat until the next patch. I mean, to me, I think it needs another patch to get through. The first time I watched it after this last patch that came out, it still looked a tad slow. The load times were still to me a little bit of an issue, but I watched Basil YT play it, and it looked better. It loaded a lot better. But I still think it has some more to go before I'm all in to be wanting to play it. But however, back to this story here. Omni-Man is from the Invincibles. I think, listen, this scene right here, this looks like something that should be in the Invincible, something Omni-Man would probably do because he was just that savage. I don't like the fact he hold my boy Scorpion like that. They hold him through this train. That's gonna be crazy. But I think the characters they picked for Mortal Kombat is pretty good. I still think they need they got some great villain type characters. I think they need a couple. They did another round of some characters that probably could be just a tad bit on the heroic side. So, but that looks pretty good to me. But I will say that there's no way you play Mortal Kombat 1 on the Switch without doing the update. The update made it feasible. I mean, I watched Basil YT play it, and I was like, all right. To me, it's almost there. It's still not as fast as Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat 11 was still a lot more fluent. GT boy, I tell you. He said, shout out to Bowser, dealing with the future vision problems to play Mortal Kombat, the Vaseline edition, a handheld in dot mode, you big dummy. Oh, man, listen, man. Get off my boy from the UK, man. Yeah, you big dummy. Oh, man. Crazy, man. Get off my boy, man. A big dummy. Like he was Fred Sanford. You big dummy. I'm trying to think of anything else. I think that's really about it this evening. I'm not gonna talk about Hitman. No, that's it. That's it. You know what? Listen, my last couple, things I want to talk about is just a quick. You know what? A lot of these Switch rumors are starting to, they're starting to get tiresome because I'm just waiting for something more tangible. It'd be nice. You know what? The rumor has it. Another rumor that was like, it's gonna be I think released this week. Not released, but revealed this week. That was the last rumor I heard. I was like, I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. I think like most of us, this time come next year, man, we'll be a lot of us would be like definitely ready. Matter of fact, sure. Listen, if this is episode 172. So I got 28 episodes. It's 28 weeks. All right. So that's 7 months. All right. So 7 months from now, what you got? We got November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Right. So it's like between April and May will be episode 200. Hopefully around episode 200, we'll be talking about the next Switch and when it's coming out and all that good stuff and who getting what, and where it's going to be and all that good stuff. So I look forward to that, man. I look really, really forward to that. And maybe for episode 200, man, I really figure out a way to say, you know what? I'm going to figure out some way to give away a bigger prize. I don't know. Maybe for episode 200, I give out a $200 gift card. I think that would be dope, right? Oh, but they just take $200 worth of gift cards. This way, get more people in there, more people can win. All right. That might be the save. I might save up for that. $200 in gift cards. All right, that's 10 gift cards. That means you got to get into that final 10, right? The final 10 wins. Nah, we'll figure it out. Maybe I go like 10. I do a $10 one. I do a $20 one. I do a what's after 20? $35 one, and then I can do a $50 one. All right, so it's 85. But yeah, I can do them. I can do them at random. I can shuffle them. Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. I'll shuffle them, and then which one I pick. Be like, all right, it could be the $50 one. It could be, I'm gonna figure that out. So definitely, episode 200 coming around the corner. We're at episode 172 now. 200 episodes. That's crazy. D1 says, they gave Army Man the ground and pound mean. He did his son. Yeah, man, he has less, man. He gave his son the business. How long do you think until Sonic Superstar goes on sale? Next month. I think this is definitely going to be a Black Friday $25 game. Without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. It's going to be Spiderman will be $59.99 during Black Friday. Hands down. Geeky says, yeah, rumors getting played out. Just ready to finish out the year. Hopefully, we'll get some official news early 2024. Yeah. I'm like, at this standpoint, man, I think we are ready for just a tad bit of meat. You know, just a tad bit. You know, just go ahead, drop the trailer so we can just watch that 100,000 times in 5 seconds. If they drop a Nintendo Switch 2 trailer, that thing is going to be seen 20 million times by Friday. Easy. Yeah, that's going to be. I'm thinking at this standpoint, we've heard enough of these rumors. I think enough is out there. I believe that the Switch 2 is in production. Now, where it's in production is it's probably nowhere in China. It's probably nowhere in the U.S. It's nowhere. Even though Foxconn they just built a plant over here in the U.S. And that was one of the okay. I know everybody don't like Trump, but that was one smart move Trump did. I ain't gonna lie. He got a Foxconn plant. He got a lot of these plants, a lot of these jobs coming back to America. I'm not saying he's the best man on this planet by any stretch of imagination, but business wise, he was very good for America. He did business wise, boy. I'm telling you, going over there and shutting down China and shutting down some of these companies that make a ton of money off of us and forcing them to say, hey, but you want to invest over here. If you're gonna make money off of us, you better invest over here. So these companies they was tooting their tail up and following suit. And then we got Peepaw in the office, and Peepaw, boy, he just taking us to the grave. Okay, all right, no political talk, Dave. All right, let's go ahead and transfer ourselves over to this wonderful wheel. Right now, currently, we got 18 people on the wheels to steal. He is for real. It's your boy, Gaming Dad. We're going to wrap this up tonight. All right. Without any shout, I'm going to give you about a couple more minutes. If you have not got yourself on the board, let it be known in the chat. No matter where you're watching it, no matter if you're on YouTube, Facebook, no matter where you may be, just holler in the chat to say, hey, what's up, Gaming Dad? Listen, and let me get you on the board so we can go ahead and give you this. If you can't get on the board for some reason, if you've been saying comments to me and I have not getting them, go on YouTube. For sure, I will get your comments on YouTube. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Now, I haven't seen any comments from Twitter. So that's interesting. Steve M, one of y'all might have it just kind of just send me a comment off of Twitter and see if it'll pop up. But I know for sure Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, they all pop up in my stream. I haven't seen any Twitter. All right, good people. Listen, without a shadow of a doubt, it is episode 172 of This Week in Gaming. We got our wheel still got 18 people on the board. And it, like Geeky said, is official. It is wheel time. Will this. All right. You know what? I used to love when my kids used to watch Blue's Clues. I just love Blue's Clues, man. That was my jam. That and Little Einsteins. My son Joseph loved Little Einstein, buddy. I found a picture of him the other day when he got Rocket for Christmas. Oh man, he was about that. Rocket. He didn't go nowhere without his rocket. All right, good people. Without saying, listen, for Sonic Knuckle Tail, we're gonna stop out with the sheep. Who's gonna be the first bah of the night? Who going bah black sheep? Who first to go out tonight? What did the sheep say? Candy P, God almighty. What did the sheep say, Candy? What did the sheep say? Ah. Candy's out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to keep it body rolling. Oh, I didn't mean to hit I hit the wrong button, Cat. I wasn't saying, yeah, you was off the board. I'm just saying, we're on to the next one. All right. Who's our first loser tonight? We got the first sheep out the way. Who's the first loser? Who would it be? Who would it be? Who would it be? Oh, it looks like it's going to be not so Guerrilla Tactics.
You lose.
Yes, out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We're down to 16 people left on the wheel. We'll keep it spinning and rolling. Spinning and rolling. Who's up next to catch the flex? And it will be, it's your boy, Gaming Dad. Didn't have to give it out to nobody tonight because I'm off the board. Deuces. It says I need oh, look at it, to be a chat on. Look, that's crazy. I'm not paying for that. They'll just see my video. That's what it'll be. That's crazy. That is crazy. It's not even worth it. All right, good people, down to 15. Time to get crispy and lean. Who's out of here next? It's like it's gonna be Sonic Knuckle tells you are out of here. Peace out. Keep it rolling down to 14. Who will be next to catch all that flex? And it will be last week's winner, Christopher Chambers. That sound never gets old. All right, we're down to 13. Lucky number 13. Who would it be next to catch all the flex and exit left? It will be the Roman Victor. Peace out. He's out of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, who's up next to catch all the flex and be the next off the board? And it will be my brother, CMG. Him and his Jets and his Knicks are out of here. Down to 11. Feels like heaven. Ah. My son Josh has just bit the bullet. Peace out, Josh. We're down to 10. All right, hold on. I'm gonna have to reboot my computer. Something's going on. My stuff is not acting right. It's all over the place. But it'll be after this countdown. Who's up next to catch the flex? And it will be my sons went back-to-back losers.
It's all there.
God,
black and white.
Peace out, Joe.
Crystal. You get nothing.
You lose. Good day,
day,
sir. Good day, Joe. Good day. We're down to our final 9. Feels like heaven. Oh, that's close. Guerrilla Tactics.
It's all there. Black and white. Clear as crystal. You get nothing.
Out of here.
You lose. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. We're down to 8. Who's up next for the date? And our winner tonight is Supersonic Mike and Jay. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, give up Supersonic Mike and Jay. He's our winner tonight, but you know how we do.
Psych!
Better luck next time. Slugheads.
We're down to our final 7. Who's our next loser tonight? Old school Holly Pinky.
You lose.
Is out of here. All right, we're down to 6. Who's left in the mix? It will be, Claudia Close. D1.
You are
Out of here. D1 came close, but no cigar. We're down to our final 5. Who will be left still alive for that final 4? Out the door, Captain C. Can you see? You out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're down to our final 4 on the wheel. Let's get into some of the kind. John Samurai in the building, ladies and gentlemen, man. Yes, brother, you came in just a tad too late. We thank you for coming through, my brother. Appreciate you. GT says, if Twitter comments were a thing, it'll be me versus me versus me. Like says rigged. It's always rigged when you don't win, but I swear you've won before. Plenty of times. Don't worry, man. You're just going through your streak. Like, you know what? Mendez had a streak, man, when he was every 2 weeks he was winning. And then he went like a whole year. All right, guys. Listen, who gonna be first to get off the board at the final 4? Let's see who will it be. Uh-oh. Day Dub is out of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to our final 3. Who would it be? Dun 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 dun. Uh-oh, it's getting close. 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 Steve. Steve M is out of here. Golly, that was close. That was close. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're down to our final, bro. A geeky chick back in the final. She done won already a couple times this year already. She back in this piece. And newcomer, Supersonic Mario Brothers is currently winning chat with 69%, but he is in the winning circle. That is crazy. Crazy. Listen. GT going to make that Kevin Durant burner account. Oh, man. Supersonic Undertale says, thanks for the stream. Thank you, my brother, for coming through, man, and hanging out with me. I appreciate you. God bless you. Captain C says, Hardware's house colors. It is. Oh, man. Let's see. Sonic Knuckle Tail says the wheel is catching up. Is this hardware Leslie still going to release on the Switch? Oh, that's a great question. To me, if I had to make that decision, I would say no. I wouldn't release, because you know what? I wouldn't release in November. I would say I would delay it again. Delay it, man. Just go ahead and put that thing on the new Switch. Don't even play around. Don't even play around. They've made tons of money. They're going to continue to make tons of money throughout the holiday on other systems. They might as well wait. It comes out on a new shiny system. You make it backwards compatible with the old Switch. Those people on the old Switch can still play it. You do it that way, or you release it, and then you do a Switch 2 upscalable version, and you know, and double your money. You know, it's a GT is going to make that Kevin Durant burner account. That's so funny. Boy, y'all, listen, man. I love y'all, man. Y'all just tell me the stuff y'all say sometimes, man, be hilarious. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, would it be geeky or is it Super Mario Brothers Wonder? Oh, that's crazy. Geeky's going up against Mario. That's crazy, right? Geeky and Mario. Ladies and gentlemen, oh no, Nick Cannon had the night off, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go for it. Who's our winner tonight? Oh, Geeky took the L tonight. She loses to Mario, and Mario wins the poll. Oh my goodness. Listen, you got to get Geeky the sound tonight. Geeky, I can't believe that. Geeky is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. And our winner tonight is Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Who would have thunk that? Who would have thunk that Super Mario Brothers Wonder came out of nowhere and was like, hey, you know what? We in here. But he's our winner tonight. Whoever he or she is. Hey, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, whoever you are, if you're a burner account or whatever. Hey, all you got to do is contact your boy on, you can contact me via Twitter at gaming_dad3. Send me a message and say, hey, this is who I am. This is my handle. Or you can contact me. He said they probably won't even claim it. They probably won't. They probably won't. So Gaming Dad saves $10. Oh, that is crazy. Or you can contact me on Twitter at GamingDad3, TikTok at GamingDad0, and just send me a message, man. You know what? But also, you know, say you have to. I want you to verify your account here. Just be able to say, let me know which account you're going to use. So in the chat, let me know from your Super Mario Brothers account. Let me know which place are you going to request your winnings. Like what handle you're going to use from what account, and then I'll be on the lookout for it. Wow, this is crazy. Let me go into some of these comments before I get off. D1 said, instead of Hogwarts, they're going to drop the Smeagol on the Switch full Vaseline edition. That's not the Smeagol. Precious. Oh, precious. And that was close, Geeky. That was close. Geeky said they probably won't even claim it to win. Oh, that's so funny. You right. Sonic Knuckles Tail says, "Hey, Gaming Dad, this is more reason to get Wonder at midnight." This goes for everyone in the chat. Right. That's right. Listen, it is. Vaselina. That's what Hogwarts Legacy gonna look like. Vaselina. Thank you, Geeky. Geeky says a great stream as always. Thank you. Good people. Listen, man. You know how I like to end my streams, man. We made it through even with some of the technical hiccups I was having on my end, but hopefully by restarting the computer, I'll fix it. But let me pray for you guys, man, before we get out of here, man. I just love to give the Lord some praises and love to take you guys to him because he's the answer of all prayers. He is Jehovah Jireh. He's the controller of everything. At the end of the day, no matter how hard your day might be, he's still in control. And his power grows inside of us through our faith in him and recognizing who he is in our life. And once you recognize who he is, then things in your life can change and life become more of a pleasant experience. Some people don't have a pleasant experience because they don't trust, they don't know who he is, they don't read, they don't find out, they don't invest any time into him. And so today, my prayer for you guys is that you spend time with God. I pray, Lord, right now in the name of Jesus, that you touch their hearts, that they learn something new from you. I pray, Lord, that you bless and cover them, Lord, that you cover their children and their nieces and their nephews and the ones they love the most, Lord, here on earth, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you cover them, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you show them, Lord, that the reason why they are safe and at home and well this very day is because of you and you alone. I thank you, Lord, for allowing me to be able to praise you in front of these people here on the internet. I pray, Lord, that you bless them, Lord, because now they are my friends and I cherish them greatly, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you bless them spiritually, emotionally, and financially, that you bless their comings and goings, that you bless their relationship with their significant others and their families, Lord. Bless those in their family who are sick, Lord, who need your guidance, who who needs your healing hands, Lord. I pray that you bless them, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for this opportunity to be able to praise your holy name. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Good people, it's your boy, Gaming Dad, and I am out of here. I will see you guys, hopefully, man. Quake, man, where you been at, my brother? My brother came in here on late. We got in here. Quake, man, thank you, my brother, for coming through, man. At least, you know what I'm saying, you got in on the prayer, my brother. This is your boy Gaming Dad, man. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Don't forget, Quay, to hit that like button for me and get your vote on if you haven't. If you're going to pick one game this week, which one is going to be? Super Mario Brothers Wonder, Sonic Superstars, or Spider-Man 2? Which one do you pick? I guess we could have thrown Red Dead, because Red Dead came out on Friday, but I hope you guys have a wonderful week, man. Guys will see, hopefully, man, maybe on Friday, man, it might be late. If you guys are up late, maybe we'll get some streaming in. This is your boy Gaming Dad, man. Thank y'all. God bless. And I am out of here. And the great words of Don Cornelius. Peace, love, and soul, good people. And your boy is out. Peace. I hope this worked when I click it.